And I'm never going to sit here and tell you that the journey of transformation is easy, because baby, it is nowhere near easy, but it is necessary. So the first thing you want to do when you embark on this journey is, for one, you want to really know you're unfulfilled, right? You know you're unfulfilled. We know ourselves, ladies. We have that intuition about ourselves. And a lot of times we're just in denial about it. We are like, oh, I'm okay. I got it. I can handle it. And that's great word wise. But if you are still feeling that same way as months go by, it's time to have that reflective conversation with yourself, that accountability conversation with yourself, and reflecting on what truly matters to you. Because as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, we will sometimes allow other people's values and beliefs dictate our own. Because if you're trying to become the best version of yourself, you better question any and everything that you got going on for yourself. You're going to determine what no longer aligns with you. Sometimes we just go with the flow, right? I don't want us to go with the flow anymore. How many of us are guilty of saying, oh, I just take it day by day. I just go with the flow. That is an outdated mindset. You are supposed to know, you know, also the uncertainties are there, but you're supposed to know what you stand for, what you believe in, how you believe. Those are the non-negotiables. And sometimes we will have them stay to the side because we don't want to really dig that deep and reflect. We want to stay on the surface. We're not staying on the surface, So you really got to ask yourself, what do you truly value in your life? Does the beliefs that you have help you live in the purpose? Purpose is my number one word every single morning when I wake up. What am I going to do today that is aligned and is going to help me elevate in my purpose? This is going to help you gather that clarity for yourself, because I will tell y'all, you start digging that deep, baby, you're going to feel some kind of way. You're going to get uncomfortable because you're like, ooh, I should think that way. You should think that way. And I want you to think that way. That is a part of the transformation process. Another thing is you have to start expanding your perspective. You know how we have set ways. How many times do you hear yourself saying, how I am? That's just how I am, girl. You know how I am. We say that in conversation. That is not a flex to us anymore. And I know that that's a stigma that we have been given, but no, that's just not how you are. And I want us to get out of saying that, because what that tells somebody is you don't want to change. You are stuck in a fixed state of mind, and you believe that everything that you do or say or how you operate is law. And I'm here to tell you, when you're on a self-reflection, self-transformation journey, you don't know what's going to happen the next day. So expand on your perspective, challenge those old beliefs, right? Seek out different experiences. I will tell y'all, like for me, before I started this journey in 2020, I would be outside and you'd hear me complain about bugs all the time. Oh my God, I'm gonna get bit by a mosquito. I don't want to be outside. No. And now, baby, this is a part of the changes that I made. I now enjoy nature. I love nature. Instead of going out to bars and lounges and clubs and stuff like that, I now enjoy poetry, contemporary art. This was all a part of the transformative shifts that I made, expanding my perspective, expanding the things that I viewed as entertainment, right? So expanding your perspective is also going to involve you doing different things, reading books. If you're someone that doesn't read, but you begin on that journey, you're going to struggle with doing the same old habits, the outdated things that you believe that you're supposed to do. You're going to start to struggle because your mind is saying, hey, I don't like this. And you're pushing against it because you've done it for 20 years straight. So you've got to be ready to expand that perspective, engage with different communities, get out there and put yourself out there in new spaces, attend workshops, things like this, these type of things right here. These, to me, I love these spaces because you're here because you want to learn something. You want to be in community space. You want to be around like-minded. So expanding your perspective, doing that is going to help you make those transformations that honestly.
For the full conversation and to join us live each week to participate and get your questions answered, be sure to click that link to join the Mamahood Experience. It costs you nothing to join, but you'll gain everything you need to know to make your mamahood journey just a little easier.